Just being honest. Nothing but the truth, yeah. Nothing but the truth, yeah. Honesty, CJ, honesty. CJ, honesty. CJ, honesty. CJ, honesty. Just being honest. Nothing but the truth.
Welcome to another episode of
CJ Honesty.
Wrong one again. Wait, I gotta get this right. Hold on.
Yes,
Wait,
John.
watch this. CJ Honesty.
CJ Honesty. Okay. You need to get this right, John. What are you doing?
Well, so unforgiveness, forgiveness, and forgiveness.
Yes, that is what we are going to continue talking about today.
Yes.
And we left off talking about some things we've been through. And now in this part 2, we are going to be breaking down different, what is it?
Different ways
Yeah,
that
different
somebody can hurt you, and then also, those different people that can hurt you. So friendships, family, and romance.
Yeah, romantic.
All those three things are three different things, and all three different ways and three different groups of people. Those three different groups of people can hurt you in different ways. So I think friendships, the way somebody can hurt you as a friend, and this might line up with a friend, or a family member as well.
Yeah,
or
we're gonna get
maybe
into
romance,
that.
but
Yeah.
the way a friend can hurt you, I think the first thing that comes to my mind is maybe backstabbing. Friendship is where they act like they're your friend, and then when they get around different people, they start to act like you're not really cool with them, or it's not that big of a deal, or like they're like really so close to you. All of a sudden, some other group of people come around, and then all of a sudden, you're not that cool anymore. That's not a friend. That's or
Oh yeah, I've been in that situation before, where I felt like I was like not in the group, I guess you could say.
Yeah. So that's the first thing. What comes to your mind when a friend hurting you, Christina?
Oh, a friend hurting me would be someone. What comes to mind is someone who just leaves you hanging. That comes to mind for me.
Like in what way? Because a family member can leave you hanging too.
Yeah,
or
but
romance.
is all this gonna kind of intertwine with each other because
Okay.
there are relationships.
But what way can a friend leave you hanging though?
Yeah, just
like hanging, like leave you hanging at a.
Well, no, like leave you hanging like you said for someone else, and
Okay.
just like stop talking to you, or
Another
like
group of friends.
for their boyfriend or something. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done that. I've been through that before, where this person stopped talking to me, and because they did something, they got caught, and their boyfriend found out what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been through a situation like that.
Mm.
So, and they left me hanging. I was trying to talk to them,
Yeah.
reaching out to them, and they wouldn't say nothing back. And I was like, done. It wasn't the chapter wasn't closed with us. It was like left open to this day. It's been left open. But I've forgiven them though.
Yeah.
And moved on with my life, and they moved on too. I'm not mad at the person, at her. So she living her life and I'm living mine. Yeah. That's what I mean.
So a different way that a family member can hurt you, I think, is family member. Family members can hurt you
A lot of ways.
a lot of ways.
With them being jealous of you because of what you have. And because yeah, mainly what you have, what they don't have. When you say you're going to do something and they see it and they're like, oh wow, well, so and so doing this and that. They think they this and that, holier than thou. Like really? You know
It
what I'm
can
saying?
be, but that can be a friend too, though.
I mean, I know,
But
but that's
yeah,
why I said that a lot of the stuff we're talking about is going to intertwine with each other, John, because they're all relationships here.
yeah.
Yeah, they kind of intertwine based
So
on what I've
I think with
found.
family, the way a family can hurt you, though, a family member. Um, mm,
Well, you mean a different way
yeah,
from like a friendship and a
yeah,
romantic partner?
yeah.
Um, hmm.
Family could possibly, be like, oh, we're family, you know, da da da. Da. I don't know.
Well, they
We're
don't treat you like
family.
family.
And you don't get
Basically, yeah.
treated like family,
Like you're like
Or
not
you can
mhm.
be somebody you can have
Someone off the street.
favoritism in family.
Hmm.
You can have, a lot of people don't got their dads around. That's a way that you can get hurt in the family, where you that abandonment, that sense of abandonment, not being wanted, so there goes that unforgiveness where, my dad was never around, so now I
Hmm.
don't um trust in individuals like that, where I always think somebody's going to lead me, you know, um, and then you get into trust issues. So that unforgiveness and then that trust issue is the branch of that unforgiveness, So, and then the way I think that romance, how somebody can hurt you, romance, that's it. I mean, everybody knows, cheating.
Yeah,
You get hurt
cheating.
by somebody cheating on you. Um,
Hmm.
s- some somebody pretended that they loved you and they didn't. So
Hmm.
any other thing that comes to mind with romance, or how somebody can hurt you
I mean, this can
other
be
than
for
cheating?
yeah, this can be for anybody with domestic violence. That part
Oh, well,
that's
yeah.
hurtful.
Yeah, it's mostly
Yeah,
in romance, but I get, yeah, domestic violence
yeah.
could be in I don't see how a friend could be beating you up though,
Oh
but
no, no. If that no,
yeah,
most time
nah.
people out. But when it comes to
And then
family and
family,
family, that could be child abuse.
that would be more
Yeah,
like a divorce
child
situation.
abuse.
Yeah.
That's usually
So
the
no,
case.
romance. If somebody is,
But that's
uh,
true. You can do that. You can't forgive that person. They did that. Some people
yeah,
have a hard time doing that,
yeah. So you
and
have
they're not
that
healed.
that comes from, now you have unforgiveness
Hmm.
from that, and that's gonna boil down to trust issues, being you don't want authority over you, because now, you know um a family member beat you, or romance where um a man abused you in a physical way.
Hmm.
Now you don't want any man to tell you what to
What to
do or
do? Yeah,
anything like that.
and then with friends too, you can get in a scruffle with a friend.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can, like you said in our first part one, you said
Hmm.
you was into a lot of fights when you was younger.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh, I don't know if they was ever my friend. I fought any of
Oh,
my
okay. You never fought a friend
friends.
or any? Okay,
Yeah, but I mean, you
you
can.
can though,
I mean, I've heard of it,
but you
of
never
friends
been
fighting,
through
but
that really with a friend.
I
Oh,
never
that's
went
good.
from friend to fighting before. Maybe arguments. Definitely
Yeah,
had
yeah.
arguments with my friends,
I almost got.
but
I was close to getting into a fight
really,
with one of my friends. Yeah, I told. Yeah, I told you that story.
yeah,
We were out,
yeah,
and then she got in my face. When
yeah,
someone is in my face, you know what that means. That means they want to fight you.
yeah,
Don't get in the face here. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? All right. So how we saying? This is so. These are all the ways that you can you get hurt by different people in your life, right? So we have all this thing, all these this hurt and pain going on. So how do we? How? What are the steps or some things you can do to lead to forgiveness. This will lead to forgiveness. So we came up with some things for each for friendship, family, and romantic
Yeah, what we
relationship.
mentioned before just kind of came just off the top of the head, but
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
these right here kind of like when you really sit down and think about it,
Yeah.
you know.
All right.
So
So I'm gonna talk about
friendship,
the deal. Ways you could deal with a friend.
mm.
So ways you could deal with a friend is first, if
Well, the
talk
friend, did you
what?
mention like the different ways they can hurt you? Like we talked about like off the top of.
That's what we just did.
Well, yeah, we kind of did it like off the top of the head, but
That
we didn't really like read off a
that's
list
what we
where
supposed to have done. Okay. Okay, so the first one, that friendship,
they don't respect
yeah, they
you,
don't respect you, always have drama.
they got drama, they
They
rarely
don't apologize.
apologize,
Yeah.
constantly putting you
And
down
jealous. Being
and
jealous of
being
you.
jealous of you.
Yeah. Next
So
for family is, same with family is them being jealous, comparing you to other people that's in your family, like siblings or cousins, whoever that you're close to or live with, or in general. And they don't saying what they don't respect your boundaries as well. With some family members are like that, and they always are right, and they drain your energy.
yeah, but
Yeah.
let's go back to what you we could have answered about how to deal with the friend first before
Yeah.
you go into the family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're like, what's going on here? Because I thought we just talked
She
about.
all over
No,
the
no,
place.
no.
What
Because
is
you
she
listen. You was talking about we talk for. You know what?
doing?
Listen, wait.
She's
Okay, I'm wait.
tripping.
Okay, first of all, John, you said we are going off the dome, and then you said, "Oh, let's talk
Yes,
about." No, we're not.
we
We're
was going off
okay.
the
So we're done with
dome,
that then. So let's move on
but
to
we
ways you
did.
can deal with
I
the friend.
thought, but we did not mention
What? Just mention
the
it then.
list.
Okay, we
Though.
don't need the list. Let's just go ways
They
you can.
need to hear
No,
the
because we already
list.
listen. We already talked about off the dome what we talked about. Okay, so ways you can deal with a friend. So the first thing that you can do is talk about the issue with your friend, because maybe it's not issue. Maybe they going through something else. Like that's what we mentioned in part 1. Don't take anything personally. But if you feel like there's an issue, talk to your friend. Have open communication with them. Very simple as that. Second one is look for ways to resolve the issue. Okay. You have anything to add to that?
Nope.
And then last, if those two things don't work, then you need to cut them loose. But when you cut them loose, you need to make sure that you stay calm when you do that. And just end on a good note. You don't have to it doesn't have to be toxic or anything. You can just move on, and okay, we can't be friends anymore, whatever you want to say to them. And then you move on with your life. That's it. That's how you forgive. Well, that will help you to lead to forgiveness. Anything you want to add to that?
Yep.
All right.
So with
You could do the family.
so yeah, with family, the different ways that they can hurt you, jealousy, comparing, other people to you, like we mentioned, that we said that off the top of the dome. So we got that right. And they don't respect you nor your boundaries. They always, they're always right. They're right about everything. They drain your energy. That can be a friend or anybody though. And then so the ways that you can deal with family is acknowledge that there are rooted problems, in deep rooted problems in your family. Seek therapy, in prayer. Seek therapy or help, any kind of help that you can get. Sometimes you need to distance yourself from family.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that you don't love them, but some people you actually have to love from a distance. That might be the only way that you can get along with that family member is by loving them from a distance.
And to also protect your mental health. That's
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I meant when I said that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that includes that. You know, um, romance. What
So a romance
what's the
is
ways that you can get hurt?
so never making time for that person.
Mm.
You know that.
Somebody that doesn't make time for
Hmm.
you.
That shows that can make that other person feel abandoned, not support, not feel no support from that other person.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that
Excuse me.
that
Hmm.
person has to constantly be texting you, constantly be
Hmm.
talking to you, or constantly be all up on you. But if you've been with somebody for a couple of months and stuff like that, and they go like you get to a point where it's just you and them, and the relationship is nobody else. You're not thinking about nobody else. It's just you and that person.
Hmm.
If they can go 2 or 3 days without asking you how you doing or how your day went, that right there is what I would call not making enough time. At least it, it, I would say you just need to be single if you can't see how somebody is doing. Um, and that again, that doesn't have to include you constantly, like every hour, asking them what they're doing or where are you and things like that. But at least knowing how that person's day went, if you're truly trying to start a relationship off with them, knowing how that person's day went, I don't see what the problem is with that. So never make somebody who's the a way that's what we mean by somebody never making time for you. And then you
Hmm.
said,
And next is not communicating.
mm,
And there is a difference between talking and versus communicating, right?
yes,
Which is talking is just trying to get your point across.
yeah,
And one
yeah,
and then communicating is actually
uh,
listening,
listening and
yeah, to the other
understanding.
person. Yeah, that
So
that definitely that's a lack of that, right?
yeah,
And next is not understanding their emotions
mm,
is another one.
yeah.
Hmm. But I do have a question about that, or I just thought about something when it comes to that, like not understanding their emotions. When it for specifically men, how can the woman? I'm talking to you, John. How can a woman figure that out if y'all don't? Sometimes you don't express it.
I think with most men, with for the women out there, if you have a man that you are trying to um understand his emotions or trying to get
Mm-hmm.
his emotions to come out,
Mm-hmm.
that takes a lot of trust because most men are taught not to put his emotions out there. And most men have experienced that when you do put your emotions out there, that doesn't turn out well. Um, so
So how does the
that
woman
has to
understand the emotions?
well, first of all, she has to first get him in a space to where he is um comfortable enough to express his emotions. He has to know that if he shows his emotions to you, that you number one, that you can handle it. If he shows you his emotions, are you gonna get overly emotional? If he shows you his emotions, are you going to turn it around in a negative way in the future, in a future argument? Are you going to use that against him? So those two things I think is what most men think about with their emotions when it comes to romantic relationships. Can I trust her with my emotions, and can she handle my
Mm-hmm.
emotions? Which is why you see most men not giving up their emotions like that. But once he knows that you number one, you can handle his emotions, and number two, he can trust you with his emotions, you won't really have too much of a problem
Mm-hmm.
uh getting those emotions out of
What
your
got you?
your man.
What do you mean about handling his the emotions.
Handling his emotions. So if he is sad, you won't get overly sad too, you know,
Okay.
or if he's mad, you won't get overly mad too. You'll
You
be
mean
able to
okay.
stay,
Okay.
yeah, stay
Stay
calm,
calm
you
and
know,
okay.
or calm him down, or
Mm.
take or give him sound advice, you
Mm.
know, or better wording would be leveling him out, or
Mm. I
he
get what you're
if
saying.
he the whole point of him pouring his emotions out to you would be for you to level out that emotion,
Mm.
you know. So
Okay.
if he pours that out to you and you just do 10 times more,
Mm-hmm.
there was no point of doing that because uh nothing got solved. It just got worse. And men
Mm-hmm.
are problem solvers. So if the problem doesn't get solved,
Mm-hmm.
it's wrong to us. So if he if we give our emotions to you and we know the problem is not going to get solved, we're not going to give our emotions to you.
Okay, so to sum it up, it's the the man needs someone who's calm and to level them out. That's it. That's what it is.
And to trustworthy.
Trustful.
Yeah,
Right.
trustworthy with safekeeping.
Okay.
So
Next, so that's a good. Okay, that's a good point. Next one is belittling them in front of friends and family.
yeah.
That
So a
comes with
romantic
respecting.
partner belittling them
Yeah,
in front of, so your
you have to respect
romantic
the.
partner.
Yeah, you have to respect the partner. Your partner. That comes with respect, and you wouldn't want that. That can be embarrassing. You have
Yeah.
to just do it, not belittle them. Just talk to them in private about what happened, about what address the issue in
Yeah.
private. But yeah, so the last ways, what are ways you can deal with your partner, which will lead to forgiveness, if your partner does any of that of those hurtful things. So communicate with each other. We keep saying
Yeah.
communication, communicate. How many times we have to say that?
Mhm.
That it keep communication has been coming up in our conversations a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's what we have to do here. And also, you need to reassure your partner of your feelings for them.
Mhm.
I don't think everyone needs that. It depends on the person.
I don't.
Like
Yeah, it
it
depends on the
depends.
person, and then
Yeah.
also it shouldn't have to be every day. Just like we was talking about the attention thing. The what was that? Um,
The
not making time for the other person. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing or like a constantly thing, like where it's like it's overbearing.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
an overbearing thing where you just can't deal with it, like it's annoying, but to the point where you're, every once in a while your partner, even if you're with that person for 5, 10, 20, 30 years, still that tell that person they look nice, still tell
Oh
that
yeah,
person,
compliments are very nice.
yeah.
We still want to compliment each other. That's always good,
Mhm.
right?
So yeah,
Hmm.
you still want to do that, because
Yeah,
some people need that. Especially, everybody's different, but some people need that more than others too. So
definitely.
yeah.
And last one, but not least, is respect each other differences.
Hmm.
That's what we have to do, you know. And this will
Yep.
help us to lead to forgiveness, right?
Yep.
And another thing I want to say is, if God can constantly forgive us for
Hmm.
what we do every day,
Hmm.
and the sins we do and the things we don't know that we do that are sin, then we
Hmm.
can forgive each other here, right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I I agree with all that, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this kind of hit home for somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
they can kind of go back and look at it and say, okay, I haven't forgiven in these areas,
Mm.
and no, I'm not even gonna let this person, what happened, keep me in this mindset of
Yeah.
being negative, not trusting, not moving forward, and how I think, and thinking in a negative way about everything and holding yourself back, just realizing that forgiveness is not even just for that other person, but more so for yourself to not even um holding on to it, that weight, you know, and just letting it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Wow.
Oh, that was terrible. Oh my goodness. I had to say that. That's a good song. That's very good.
Wow.
You see, even with they teaching kids to forgive.
Is that what that song
I
is
don't know. I
about?
have no idea from
Oh,
Frozen,
okay.
but I just thought it was a perfect time to say that.
Oh, I ain't heard that in a long time.
No, that's
So.
still popular, John.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the kids. I mean, know about Frozen. They know about Frozen. That's a popular movie.
Oh,
Movie
I
series.
wouldn't know. I would not
Oh
know.
man, yeah.
But we
But
hope that you guys have really thought about these things,
yeah,
and
hope we put a nugget in your head, in your mind.
yes.
That's what we do. So let us know what are other ways that people can work on forgiving someone and dealing with family, friends, and boyfriend, girlfriends, wife, husband.
Yeah.
Because we really need to forgive, and I hope that what we said help you to think about that if you still haven't forgiven a lot of people in your life.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you that you're gonna feel free. It's gonna be like a weight lifted off your shoulders when you do that.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right, John?
Yes. So this has been another episode of
CJ
CJ Honesty.
Honesty. All right, peace
Peace.
and love.
God bless.
Just being honest, nothing but the truth.